Welcome back, students. Today we're going to take a look at how to remove a background color such as green or blue. It's called chroma keying. During this tutorial, we're going to remove that, and we're also going to put a backdrop in there. So first I need some footage. So I'm going to go File, Import. I have some footage picked out, and I'm going to import that footage. I'm going to create my bin down here. It says green screen footage right there. And click to open up your bin. First, I'll put on a backdrop. Let's try this plain backdrop right here. And looks like it's about 9 or 10 seconds here. 9 seconds. Let's put on another one just in case we have a longer clip. And now let's go in here and we'll grab this footage. Actually, we'll grab this footage so I can show you another step. Okay, so we have our footage in here.
I think my favorite part is probably being on the team, because I love my team. We're all cool. It's fun hanging out with people, especially at races. It's really fun.
Okay, we like that part of the clip. So we're going to so I just hit I for in, O for out, and I'm going to drag this clip down now, and see we're just over. So we got that clip here. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay the green screen clip on top of the backdrop. So the new studio is our backdrop, and the green screen is our green screen clip. What we're going to need to go to do now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is lay some effects down. And really what we need to do is do a little bit of color correcting first. So under Lumetri, well, actually we're going to go to Video Effects. And there's quite a few video effects in here. I'm going to choose color correction first. And what I'm going to do is put a brightness and contrast filter on there. And a Lumetri color on there. And now I'm going to come up to the left-hand corner right here. Hit Effect Controls. And we're just slightly overexposed here. So what we're going to do is just kind of bring the slider down until we feel pretty satisfied with the exposure. And that looks really good right now. Contrast, we could probably bring this up just a hair. You don't need very much, just a little bit. And now I'm going to twirl open Basic Correction. This is Lumetri color. White balance looks on point. Let's bring the shadows in just a little bit more. And let's bring the saturation up just a hair. I'm actually going to bring, under Creative, I'm going to bring my vibrance up a little bit. And I'm going to drop back that saturation. This is going to pull out all my midtones. I should get a little bit better skin color with that. Okay, we're looking great. Okay, I need another filter on there because what I want to do is get rid of all this area too. There's no need to green screen all of this. Look how many different colors of green here. We have a darker green here, we have a lighter green over here, and down here is even a different color green. So, and this is going to be a mess to try and get rid of. So I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that very quickly so you don't have to worry about that in the studio when you're shooting. So we're going to twirl this open. We're going to go back down to Effects right here. And here. So I'm going to drop crop right onto this. And after you're done with all these, if you want to, you can twirl all of your effects panels back up. Okay, so under the crop, we have left, and it gives you a percentage. The left-hand side would be this right here. We could even come down a little bit from the top. The one thing that we can't do is come in from the bottom, because that would cut him off right there. And what we're going to do is twirl this open, and I'm going to move this slider across. And look at this. Look at this. This is going to start to reveal our background. We don't want to crop too much, because we want, in case his arm moves or his head moves out of the picture, we want to be able to still have him in the picture the whole time. So I'm going to crop from the top a little bit, and I'm going to twirl this down a little bit down more, and we're going to come in a little bit from the right, and we've kind of boxed him in. Now, this is all we have to green screen now. Makes it nice and easy. Okay, we're back into our effects here, and under, now we're going to look for keying. So we've color corrected, we've cropped, and now we're going to key our subject. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a few of these color keys down. I may not need all three, but it's not going to make a difference. Preset, it comes blue. We're looking to change this to green. So we have 3 filters that I've just dropped on there. So what we need to do is change this to green. So take your eyedropper tool, which is right there, and click that, and then bring that eyedropper tool over into this. And what I like to do is get as close to the subject as possible. And I've changed that to a green. And before I go on, I'm going to change my color tolerance to 30 is a safe number to go with here. And you don't want to get too greedy with this. And you might want to go 1 with your color, your thinning. And I don't know, feather, you can go like 0.2, just, you can do some fine tuning after this. Okay, so take your next eyedropper and notice that there's a different green there. And we're going to go 30 again with that. And I'm going to go 1 with that. And I'll go 0.2 with my feather. And I have got it pretty much nailed. And if you guys aren't aware of this, you can slide these windows to make these bigger, so you can kind of take a better look at it. And you can also change your video quality on your playback, so you can get a little bit better idea. And I've got a little bit of edges going on here. So what I'm going to do is, let's do 1.5. Let's see, it goes right to 2. That took care of quite a bit right there. And let's change this to 2 as well. Okay, so it cut him up a little bit. You can see this edge right there. This might need to get feathered. 0.5. And that just kind of softens the edge a little bit. And if you want to sharpen up your subject, there's another thing that you can do here, which I like to do. And I like to put a sharpen filter right on my subject. Okay, so I got a lot of filters on here. And you can begin to twirl all of these filters up to make it a little bit more organized when you're searching through all your stuff. Okay, there's the sharpen amount. I'm going to go with, say, 3. It looks beautiful here. And New Studio, we could put a blur on the New Studio, And what I'm going to do is do, say, 3 on that. And I'm going to show you how much this begins to blur things. Okay, see how it separates him from that background? It makes him a foreground element here and pushes that background television or studio into deep space. So this is a really powerful thing to be able to do, is to sharpen your foreground and blur your background. It really kind of helps create that three-dimensionality that we're kind of looking for. And all we really need to do is just a little bit of blur. And that really kind of helps create a contrast between your foreground and your background. This looks like, a beautiful shot here.
I think my favorite part is probably.
Okay, so it's not going to play back on this computer unless we're on half. Okay, you see this red line up here? This indicates that the computer is really not ready to showcase all the filters that you've put on there, and it's going to be really glitchy. It's going to be hard to watch. Now, changing your playback resolution to quarter or half will certainly help you be more capable of watching, and it won't affect your clip when you render it out. But if you go to Sequence and click Render into Out, you just end up letting the computer do a lot of the things that it needs to do. What we're going to do is just kind of render this out here. After you've rendered your clip into out, you'll notice that there'll be a green bar located at the top. And you should be ready for a nice smooth playback so you don't get that glitchy look, and you really can't tell what you've done to your clips if it's all glitchy. Let's take a look. Hit spacebar to hit play.
I think my favorite part is probably being on the team, because I love my team. We're all cool. It's fun hanging out with people, especially.
That looks excellent. Okay, folks. Well, that's how you green screen.